I feel like the biggest change is just more people choosing to start and grow their businesses here. So people just kind of doing it, like doing the thing that they want to do and doing it downtown. So my name is Lisa Garner, and Garner Blue is my line of indigo art to wear. I utilize ancient Japanese techniques, kind of with a modern twist. So a modern twist on shibori, which is binding and folding, and katazome, which is a rice paste and stencil technique, to create patterns on fabric that then turn into like kimonos, stockings, scarves, so many different things, all dyed with signature indigo. So Garner Blue, that's my brand. This shop that we're in here in the Jackson Walk, the front space is retail, so it's a home for my brand Garner Blue. And then it's also a home to a lot of other brands. Some are local. There's actually over 100 different brands represented. So some are from here in Jackson, some are kind of from all over. Some are products that I just love that I want to have in Jackson. And then the back space, what we're in right now, is my studio. So this is where I make everything. I dye out on the patio, indigo dye out on the patio, and I sew things here, we iron, we're doing all the post-production and all of that, and all that's just created in this space. So a little bit about how I got started downtown. Started at the local. Actually, one of my good friends kind of twisted my arm to do that because I thought, I don't think I really want a permanent retail space. It felt really out of reach. It felt like that was expensive, and that wasn't something that I could do. At that point in Jackson, I was just doing pop-up shops and loved it. It was working well. They were seasonal, they were fun, but she was like, let's do this. Let's try to see what the shop model would look like. And I loved it. I thought that it was really cool to be able to have an opportunity very consistently to connect with my customers. It just opened up my mind to see that it was possible for me. So the logo was a great kind of first step. You know, it's low risk, low rent. It's micro retail in essence. So small spaces, they're 12 by 20 spaces. There's 3 of them, but it's basically a test. It's an incubator model. So the local partners with the Co, which is a hub for entrepreneurs here in Jackson that helps them kind of with their business model. They go through a co-starters program that helps them think through pricing and strategy and all those kinds of things. So yeah, we're just helping people with their businesses to help it grow. Well, downtown Jackson, it was just kind of a duh moment for me. Of course, I was going to be downtown. I live in Midtown, and to me, downtown is the heart of our town. You know, I think that was a no-brainer. But really, the next steps and next things that I wanted when I was looking at spaces were walkability. This was the best fit. This is very much of a hub for people walking and being around Jackson. I have loads of business of people that they get their hair done over with Carla. People even come sometimes in the middle of a color and just will shop while they're waiting for their hair to process. And there's people who go to Grubs and then they're stopping here as well. I think that there's kind of an overall sense that like there's just multiple stops that you can make. It's not just coming to the farmer's market or just coming to work out. There's several different things that you could do. That feels new. I was talking with a friend and she was like, actually, I remember when there was a groundbreaking for the lift, because she was like, I couldn't imagine that this is here compared to what it was and what it used to be. It's neat for people like that even do remember that far back when this wasn't here. But I do remember as, you know, even a college student, just kind of my perception of downtown was that there wasn't a lot happening. And I think that's definitely changed. I love the community that we've got with the other business owners. So a lot of them, admittedly, are my friends. Some of us were friends before this. Some of us have gotten close because we can commiserate. You know, we have several things in common. But there's a really neat little community of business owners down here, and I think that's very special. We're not all the time getting together as business owners because we're all really busy, but there is this feeling of camaraderie, you know, with Chris Felder at Grubs and, you know, with different things that we do, the Christmas walk event, there's always kind of a let's get together and do this and cross-promote it. So that feels different than at least what I imagine others' experiences are in their spaces and their businesses and other parts of Jackson. I appreciate that we can have kind of open conversations about what we want to see different and then try to figure out how we can make those positive changes. There's progress happening right now. There's people buying buildings and thinking about like how can we create these spaces to make them more usable for more people to live downtown. Like there's 3 restaurants that I know of that are going to be coming within the next little while. I'm excited to think about more people that I know that are starting businesses and that they would think about, you know, whether it's a second version or second location downtown or something brand new here. There's been so much growth, but there's still so much more room for more.